Kelly. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am a wife and a mum living in Adelaide, Australia, and I love sharing lots of things with you: shopping, bargain hunting, lifestyle, lots and lots of stuff. So I would love it if you like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on the crazy journey that is life. I love bargain hunting when it comes to food shopping. For me, it is the thrill of the chase. Going into a shop with super high hopes and my antennas up, looking for a bargain today, keeping positive, that's my mind frame. And when I find something, assessing whether it is a good deal for us or not, whether we use it or not. And then when I purchase it, I feel like I've won the lotto. So this week was super exciting when I found some good bargains, and then not so good by the time I got home. And I'll tell you why. So I go to the shops and I find this carton of eggs for $2.20. I'm so excited because they are cage free and 700 grams, so they're the big eggs. I have had these before when they were marked down and they were amazing eggs, so I was so excited to get them. A carton of eggs for us is normally about $4 what we purchase, so to get these at $2.20, technically it's 50% off. So I grabbed those and home I went, and that was exciting. And then I go back the next day and I happen to find not one but two more of these on sale for 82 cents each. So of course I bought them because I forgot that I had bought these. So I now have all these eggs that I need to use up very quickly so they don't sit in my fridge. And it would be fun, except the best before date was the 3rd of March. And I know that people put eggs in their fridge and they just keep them there. And I was like, that's okay. I'll probably use a whole carton at least in one day because I'll make a quiche that uses 6 and I'll make some cakes. So that will be at least one done. And then the others, I can freeze a couple of others. And I would have been okay with that. Except when I got home and started working out where I can fit them in the fridge, I found I had another 2 cartons already full. I now have a lot of eggs to deal with. So I've set myself the challenge of 36 eggs in 36 hours. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll give it a go. Let's go. So of course I went through all the recipes that I had looking for the word eggs so I could make a list of what to make. So I decided that I would freeze some of the eggs, so individually just breaking each one up to put them into the ice molds. And of course I get to the end and realize I've only got spots for 11. So moving on to brunch, and I'm having scrambled eggs. I've just got home from Zumba, so I figured this would be a good way to use up 4 eggs. So then so far I've used 15 eggs. Yes, I realize avocado should probably go under, but I just found it in the fridge, so I figured that I would use it. It still tasted good. Then I started doing some prep work to make a chocolate mousse, which would use 3 eggs, which brought me to a total of 18. But then I kind of realized that I should probably look at dinner. So as soon as I separated the eggs, I then moved on to making the quiche. So I started making a quiche, and that needed 6 eggs, and the bowl was too small. So I grabbed the quiche bowl and just figured I would do like a 1 pot stop and put everything into the container that I was going to bake in. Here is the sour cream that was pre-frozen. Every time I have a little bit left over, I freeze it to save it to make a quiche. And so just putting that in here.
Mixing it together. I do a crustless quiche, so I put about half a cup of flour in there just to help it set. A little bit of milk to thin it out. Put some frozen corn in there. Grated cheese. And I had pre-cooked this chicken, so I was using that up as well. So not sure if I mentioned that this used 6 eggs, so it brought my total to 24, and it served us for 3 meals for dinner because we had veggies and chips on the side, and then so I served up 2 larger pieces for lunch leftovers. Then I moved on to making the chocolate mousse using those eggs from before, which I've already included in my count. So we're still at a total of 24. Moving on to making a chocolate brownie recipe. I'd actually never made these before. I just found a recipe online because it had 4 eggs. So I figured it would be a great way to use up those eggs. So yep, total of 4. So that brought my total used so far to 28. These actually baked really quickly and were ready in the afternoon, so we actually decided to have a little bit of a treat and afternoon tea. Now I am moving on to one of my most favourite cookies or biscuits. We are making some snickerdoodles. These only use 2 eggs, so it brings my total to 30, but they are very much a household favourite, so well worth cooking. Sticking them on the cooling rack to chill down. They didn't last very long. Family came in to steal them, but what I had left over, they fit inside the cookie jar really well, so at least I saved some. Next, moving on to the brownie recipe that I do make all the time, which is our family favorite. Again, it only uses 2 eggs, so brings the total to 32, but still well worth it for chocolate delicious brownies. These brownies I cut up and individually wrapped so Jeremy could take one to work with his lunch every day. He used to take pieces of chocolate cake when I would buy them on special, but decided that this would be a better treat instead. The last thing I'm going to make is some lemon butter or lemon curd. It is one of my mum's favorites, so I wanted to make her a little treat. And after I've made the lemon curd, I'm going to turn them into some mini lemon pies because they are also her favorite. I got the shell cases from Coles, as you would see in a minute, because I didn't want to stuff around with pastry. I was actually really under the pump to get this done because we had to go, and I wanted to get them to her today. This recipe uses 4 eggs, and so that brings my total to 36. So I have achieved my goal